What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Just Lady K. Listen, I just wanted to tell this quick testimony real quick. When I tell you that God's protection is unmatched, it is unmatched. I mean, God is amazing. He is powerful. He's all-knowing. He's the great I am. And He takes care of His children. Real quick, Friday night, I went to a prayer lock-in. So that means it didn't end until Saturday morning. So I left around 5 something Saturday morning. Got home, went to sleep, off and on, maybe like 3 hours at a time, 2 hours at a time, here and there, off and on. Had a terrible headache, laid down most of the day down. Finally got up, and then got dressed, went to the store, showered, got dressed, went to the store. When I came back and started cooking, so I cooked some wings, some chicken wings. So I fried them this time, and everybody ate. Fried them in batches, of course. Everybody ate. So it was now about 12:50 when I last looked at the clock, when I put the last batch in there, right? 12:50 a.m. So I ate. I was the last one to eat. Everybody else was asleep. My behind fell asleep with the last batch in the grease on the stove cooking. I don't even know at what point I fell asleep. I know I remember last putting my plate and stuff up or whatever. And then I laid down and got on the phone. It's like, okay, got like 20 minutes, and I'll go check on it. Yeah, well, sometime up in there in that 20 minutes, I fell asleep, and I don't even remember falling asleep. And when I tell you, I did not wake up until 6 something this morning. So 5 hours later, those wings were still in that grease, still cooking, still on just about completely high setting on the stove. And we have a gas stove. I think the highest notch is 8, and I had it on 7. And when I tell you, God is amazing, that God's protection is mind-blowing. And when we say, that God protects us from danger seen and unseen, it ain't just a cliche. It ain't something just to say. It's legit real. It's truth. And I just thank God for protecting me and my household, my family. It's 7 of us in this house. We all could have been dead and gone, or there could have been a huge grease fire. Our room is next to the kitchen, and mind you, I did not smell anything. None of us smelled anything. And it's crazy that it happened. I can't even believe it. It's mind-blowing. And then let me tell you this too. At 3 something in the morning, God woke my husband up and told him to pray. He started praying. Mind you, he's on his dialysis machine, so it's not like he can go get up if something happened or anything like that. He's on the machine, so all he did was he just did what God told him to do. He started praying. He did not know that food got left on. He didn't know that food was in there cooking. He just started praying and said he was praying for protection over the family and over the house. And when I tell you the prayers of the righteous, when I tell you when being obedient to God matters, it matters. When I tell you that God is amazing, He is great. I mean, I was at loss for words when all I could say was Jesus when I walked. Because after I got up to use the restroom at like 6 something, I laid back down, and then I said, "Ooh, did I ever put the food up?" So I jumped up, went in the kitchen, and saw that stuff was still on cooking. There was no smoke, no flames, but the flames from the stove being on. It didn't start smoking until I started taking the chicken out. That's when all the smoke started coming. When the grease got disturbed, that was when all the smoke started coming up. And it was mind-blowing. I could not do nothing but say, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, over and over again. Even after I took everything out or whatever and turned it off, I had to go into the closet and just thank God and just worship Him. I mean, fall to my face to the floor. And what's funny is the prayer lock-in I went to Friday was called Face to the Floor. I went face to the floor in the closet and just worship God, because it was nothing but Him. No way, no shape, form, or fashion. No, it wasn't nobody but God. That nothing happened to none of us, and that we are still here. And I was ready to just give God all the glory and honor, especially in service as well. I mean, just to worship God and just thank him because his protection is divinely unmatched. When God has his hand on you, he has his hand on you. So I think I could not share this testimony. I'm gonna put the pictures of where the grease level was. You'll see where it was and what it burned down to. And then I'm gonna put the pictures of the chicken at the end of this video. But again, I'm just grateful to God that nothing happened to any of us. I mean, I'm still tripping off of it. It's mind-blowing, like I said, and the different things that God has protected us from the last couple of weeks is amazing. Like almost getting T-boned in an accident. Thank God the accident even happened, but I almost got T-boned. Almost got hit from behind a few days later. Tires screeching behind me, and I look up and the car was stopped just in the nick of time. When we almost got T-boned, I was talking to TJ, to my husband, about we was looking at a funeral home. I was looking at a funeral home, and they had signs up about this, and it said basic cremation. And I was like, oh, they got different levels of cremation, which I didn't know that. And that just, I was like, huh, just piqued my thoughts to be like, I didn't know that it was different levels for that. But then next thing I know, the light turned green. I start going, and this car just runs straight through the intersection and could have T-boned us and would have hit me on my side. I could have been dead and gone. He could have been dead and gone. The car that would have almost hit me from behind a few days ago, that could have been crazy terrible, and I would have ran into the person in front of me because I was stopped at a light. I mean, God is just, whoa. He is just amazing, y'all. I can't not give God the glory. I mean, he is awesome. He is powerful, and I'm still overjoyed, overwhelmed, and just thankful to God for all that he did. So continue to pray. Continue to pray for protection, because you just never know what God is keeping you from. God bless y'all. Peace.